A new American Farm Bureau survey finds this year's Thanksgiving, once it's all out of the oven, is only going to cost around $58 for 10 people, and that's 5% less than last year. And it's programs like these at Midlands Tech that are growing in popularity across the country, ones that are using state-of-the-art equipment to help the students learn exactly what it would be like to be a welder in the field. And as you can see, Vince Ford's name is already painted over here at Richland One's Early Learning Center, still under construction. And it's cows just like Aria right here that are helping the Sunny Day Farm with milk production and also providing scholarship opportunities. I'm outside one of Richland County's early voting centers where a decent line is already starting to form right behind me. And while eyes are on the presidential race, another matchup for House District 75 between Democratic Heather Bauer and Republican Kirkman Finley is expected to be quite competitive. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics finds nearly 20% of small businesses close within 2 years. And to ease steady growth, Vice President Kamala Harris proposed a $50,000 tax break for small businesses earlier this month. Sierra Tinsley's been hands-on with dairy cattle ever since she was little.
These animals have definitely been like my children.
She helps run her family farm Sunny Day, hoping to study agricultural business in college.
I feel like they've helped me grow as a person individually as well and get me to where I am today.
And it's cows just like Aria right here that are helping the Sunny Day Farm with milk production and also providing scholarship opportunities.
To be able to continue to do things like this and help people.
But dairy farmers are seeing an increase in prices year after year. Associate Dean of Clemson's Agricultural School and longtime farmer Tom Dobbins says the cost of equipment, cattle, and labor have nearly tripled.
The farmers in South Carolina, the family farmers, had to get bigger or get out.
And a recent Farmers Bureau study finds the net income for farmers is down 23% since 2022. Dobbins says even though the price tag at the grocery store is higher, farmers aren't making any more for their product.
We always said it was a passion of love, but you still got to feed your family.
Fourth-generation cattle farmer Nelson Brooks feels the impact of this every day.
Yeah, feed prices are going up, milk prices are going down, and just losing land.
But he and Tinsley say places like the State Fair are a time to lean on the community of local farmers.
I feel like the farming industry, we're all like one big family.
Dobbins says the shrinking agricultural industry should be a big concern, especially for younger generations, as more young farmers leave for higher-paying jobs. At the South Carolina State Fair, I'm Zane Heinlein, Carolina News. Heavy metal, loud noises, and lots of sparks. This is Eric Bush's type of classroom.
You're in there just grind and do anything and you just forget everything else for a moment.
He says he wasn't sure what to do after graduating high school.
I wasn't really that kind of guy, like Ivy League, 4-year college.
He's now a welding student at Midlands Technical College in Columbia, a path following in his brother's footsteps.
Started off as a hobby, but now, I'm going to turn it into a career.
Bush's excitement comes as the United States sees a continuing shortage in skilled labor workers. Caleb Fullwood is the program director of welding at Midlands Tech.
We have a lot of people in this industry that are retiring. You know, the shortage is definitely there.
The Manufacturing Institute and Deloitte find nearly 2 million manufacturing jobs could stay empty in the next decade. And it's programs like these at Midlands Tech that are growing in popularity across the country, ones that are using state-of-the-art equipment to help the students learn exactly what it would be like to be a welder in the field. According to recent data, the school saw a 22% increase in welding enrollment, and the National Student Clearinghouse finds record-breaking enrollment in similar schools nationwide. Fullwood says this boost is not a coincidence.
Cost of tuition and then versus the reward of payout at the end, I think is what keeps the popularity in our program.
The Education Data Initiative shows the average cost of college has more than doubled in the 21st century. The pay is also a driving factor for welding student Brooke Costner. Career site Indeed says she could soon be making more than $45,000 a year.
That's what we came to do for welding, is make some good money and travel.
Moving forward, Fullwood says there's more emphasis on getting high schoolers interested as early as possible. That's where Chris Dinkins comes in. He's the Career and Technology Education Director for Richland One School District.
You know, and as long as we teach students to have pride in what they do, then those industries don't suffer.
Dinkins brings back the old saying, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. In Columbia, Carolina News, Zane Heinlein. I have 3 words I want you all to take away: separation, center, and cell phones. And kicking off with that first one, longtime superintendent for Richland One School District will part ways in less than a year. That came at a packed school board meeting last night, but some parents are still concerned for their students.
He should resign immediately because he's incompetent.
Jose de la Cruz says the district is failing to take care of its students.
If they're sitting on that board, they either are part of the problem or they've allowed the problem to happen.
Dr. Craig Witherspoon has been in the position for almost a decade, and now
all those in favor, say aye. Aye.
His contract will expire next June.
We will continue to move Richland One forward with excellence in leadership and in education.
It was originally supposed to be up in 2026. Commissioners Chairman Dr. Aaron Bishop says he can resign earlier if Witherspoon gives a notice or if the board asks him to ahead of time. The district says it will also pay the superintendent a full salary after leaving.
Thank you for always putting the student first.
And a controversial project under Witherspoon's leadership is getting a new title too. And as you can see, Vince Ford's name is already painted over here at Richland One's Early Learning Center, still under construction.
That we no longer dishonor him in this manner.
Board member Cheryl Harris says it's out of respect for the family after the State Office of the Inspector General found the district mismanaged the project's $31 million funds.
It's a shame that agenda's got in the way.
Also at the meeting, the board heard the first reading of the district's new policy on banning the use of personal electronic devices during the entire school day. Parent Ashley Sitton feels it won't improve the quality of learning for her kids.
I don't think it's realistic, and I think they have bigger fish that they need to fry right now.
The ban applies to anything that can access the internet, like phones, gaming devices, even smartwatches. There's a final vote set for next month, but the ban won't take place until January if it's passed. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Zane Heinlein, Carolina News.